Chief Manger, as you know, the Capitol Police Board is responsible for hiring the U.S. Capitol Police Inspector General. As a non-voting member of the Capitol Police Board, did you have any role officially or any conversations with other Capitol Police Board members when selecting the current IG Inspector General, Mr. Russo, yes or no?
I did not, no.
Do you know, or to your knowledge, did anyone else at the U.S. Capitol Police have communication with Mr. Russo prior to the start of the hiring process by the Capitol Police Board? Yes or no?
Not to my knowledge.
To your knowledge. Will you make any communications, if you learn of it later, will you make any of those communications available to the, that anyone at the U.S. Capitol Police had to us, if you learn of that conversation later that happened with Mr. Russo prior to his appointment?
If I learn of any, yes, I would certainly share that with the committee.
We have received reports that after January 6th, some U.S. Capitol Police officers made reports to the Inspector General related to leadership failures on that day. Many of these officers were highly critical of the Intelligence and Interagency Coordination Division's leadership. Are you aware of these complaints?
I am.
And claims have been made that after making their criticisms of the Intelligence and Interagency Coordination Division's leadership known, the former IG turned over the officers' testimonies and names to the U.S. Capitol Police leadership. Shortly after, these individuals were placed on performance improvement plans, and then they were either fired or forced to retire. Are you aware of the previous leadership of the U.S. Capitol Police taking these actions?
I'm aware that complaints were made and that those complaints were investigated by the Inspector General.
According to reports made to this committee, an employee in the General Counsel's office contacted the officers who spoke to the IG. Do you agree it would be entirely unacceptable for the U.S. Capitol Police's General Counsel to take information from the U.S. Capitol Police's Inspector General and then retaliate against officers who spoke to the Inspector General?
Well, anybody who's retaliated against for speaking to the Inspector General that should not happen. But I know that the Inspector General and our Office of General Counsel do work together on certain complaints that are made.
And that would be complaints made by members of the U.S. Capitol Police?
Once they're investigated and any action that's going to be taken as a result of the investigation, the IG and the Office of the General Counsel have a role to play in that.
But prior to the Inspector General having done their investigation, you would agree it would be improper for the General Counsel to have any input into the complaints or into the investigation of those complaints?
I think not knowing more specifically what action that would be, it's difficult to say that they absolutely would not have some role if they were providing information, helpful to the investigation.
All right. But the General Counsel's job is to be a counsel, not a witness, correct?
That's correct.
And they are a counsel to the United States Capitol Police leadership team, correct?
Correct.
And if they're counsel for the United States Capitol Police leadership team, isn't it just inappropriate on its face for them to be involved with the Inspector General on an investigation prior to the Inspector General completing that investigation into conduct that has been raised as a complaint by a member of the United States Capitol Police?
I don't know why they would have any input prior to the investigation be completing. Once it's completed, I understand, but prior,
and I understand.
Don't know what
so you would agree with me that that would be inappropriate behavior? Again,
not knowing specifically what the issue is, but in general, yes.
I mean, I can't imagine any situation. Can you imagine a situation where that would be proper? I can't.
Depending on the investigation and what the question was, I would never say never, but I'm agreeing that generally it would not be appropriate.
All right. Under your leadership, would you ever allow that to happen in your department? You've indicated you didn't think so, but you might.
No, that's not what I said. What I'm saying is that I would ensure that the integrity of every investigation, whether it's by the Inspector General or whether it's done by my Office of Professional Responsibility, those investigations have to be done fairly, accurately, and with integrity.
All right. I see my time is up. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.